2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Waste Management Phoenix Open is about to kick off. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's hello to Henny Koyak down on the course, following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm pleased to be following this featured group as there are rumours of quite a rivalry kicking off between these two players.
Well, Henny, it sounds like this player's going for gold. They're trying to beat Xander Schauffele.
I wouldn't want to try and beat an Olympian. A gold medal winning Olympian with hair as good as Xander Schauffele and a swing as good as Xander Schauffele? No thank you. I'll leave this up to them.
Yes, I'm just looking through his list of weaknesses, and let me just list them off now. Yep, none. Good luck to you.
That is absolutely spot on.
TPC Scottsdale, known for a bunch of birdies, Rich, and you can get right after them here at the first.
A gentle opening hole, second shot, a good opportunity to get your iron play dialed in. Green is very small. Anything missing to the right and to the left will run off into a collection area. However, if your irons are dialed in early, it's a great opportunity to make an opening three.
That was a bit of a miscue. Getting ready to play their third. Well, that's very crafty, isn't it?
Such soft hands.
Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. And that's an opening hole par for this player.
That's a rock solid par right there.
He's in a share of 15th. The second hole at TPC Scottsdale is a mid-range par 4, playing 442 yards from the tips. The bunkers on the right side need to be avoided, which leaves a good mid to short iron approach to a green that is bunkered front, left and right. So a good accurate approach required. Playing from around 110 yards out. Opting for the 9-iron. That should find the surface. Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
He's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Whew. Really had that shot dialed in. They're looking to get this one close in hopes of saving par. Oh, I thought that one was going in. There's part of about 6 feet coming up.
This is what they have left for a par.
And there it is. So, no movement on the leaderboard there, remaining at even overall. The third here at Scottsdale plays over 550 yards from the tips. It's a strong par 5, which requires 2 big shots to get to the green. The first shot needs to avoid that bunker on the left-hand side to give you a chance to go for the green. But if you're laying up, it's laying it back to a number between those 2 bunkers that sit on the left side of this fairway, around 150 to 100 yards out. Rich, I know it feels like we say this each week, but I just love being here in Phoenix. If there is one event on the tour that just seems to elevate itself beyond all the others because of all the people that come here to enjoy it, it's this one.
It is certainly a different event than all the others. Now, there's other tournaments that are trying to replicate what they do here in Phoenix, but none of them are successful with it. When you have as many as 650,000 people coming through the gates during the week, you know you're in for a different, unique opportunity here on the PGA Tour. And to play in front of all those folks, even though you know most of them aren't really watching you play golf, they're kind of looking around the crowds and being entertained by everybody else. Still, to have all those people just seemingly right on top of you, it gets to be a little nerve-wracking for some of these players.
The par 3 fourth at TPC Scottsdale, fairly straightaway hole, but bunkers again, front, left and short right, requires a pretty accurate and solid strike.
It's just looking pretty good in the air.
Not a bad play, that one. Oh, this will be a big putt to make. A birdie always nice, but particularly when it's a 2.
Looking to sink this to be even with Xander Schauffele.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Oh, these are good for the momentum, these ones, right on 8 feet. I like the look of this.
There it is. We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
He's currently in 5th place.
And the players left with an opportunity to get up and down here from the sand. Oh my, how about that for a par?
Well, when your rival plays golf every single second of the day and eats birdies for breakfast, lunch and dinner, this is what you get.
The 5th hole at TPC Scottsdale is a strong par 4, playing 470 yards from the back tees. There's a big bunker down the right-hand side that'll catch any drive not hit with authority. The approach must be accurate with the bunker on the left-hand side. Anything just slightly missed here will be punished. Xander Schauffele, delightful player out of San Diego, California. He's got that cool vibe about him. Came out one early a few times, but then he seems to have struggled to find that next step, hasn't he? He's sort of golf's almost man, except when he got that gold medal put around his neck.
I think that took his confidence to a place where it should have been in the first place, Luke. I think that this young man, he's got no weaknesses, very little weaknesses, if anything, in the game. I look at him and think, why hasn't he won more? Well, the problem is that he's put himself in contention so many times that there's only one person in the game that has won at a clip that he could have, and that's Tiger Woods. When you put yourself into contention as often as he does, you're just not always going to win. Somebody is going to come from back in the pack, shoot a great round, and you might struggle just a little bit, whatever the case. But yes, he hasn't closed as many tournaments as he would have liked, but he is there each and every week. I got to say, this kid he's a world beater. He's going to be phenomenal.
The 6th hole at TPC Scottsdale is a solid mid-range par 4, 432 off the back tees. And again, it's more position off the tee that's required here, with the bunkers on the left-hand side. A bold player is to fly it over that bunker on the left and leave just a short wedge in. Bold players will get after this hole, but a safe strategy lays back before them. That's a tad disappointing, isn't it? Henny, how bad is this lie?
Yeah, this is sitting up nicely. It's not going to cause any troubles. Nice out the rough here. Wow, they really put on a show with that approach shot, and their rival, Xander Schauffele, appears to be taking notice as well.
Just taking a look at this one, Rich. Do you think it's makeable?
Look, I got to say, I'm really not liking their chances here, but you never know. Stranger things have happened.
Putting for par. Now, that's got to be frustrating. Hit such a great approach shot in, but wasn't able to convert. The 7th here at Scottsdale is a par 3, a straightaway hole, but bunkers left and right of this green ensure that a nice straight shot is required. Going with the 5-wood. Oh, stop it. What a shot.
This putt, a chance to move inside the top 20 on the leaderboard.
Ouch, that hurts. An opportunity to make their par. Job done. Let's head to the next.
Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
He's one stroke in front of his rival so far today. Great stuff.
It's time to check on the leaderboard.
The 8th hole at TPC Scottsdale is a very strong par 4, playing over 475 yards from the back tee. There's a couple of pot bunkers down the left-hand side that need to be avoided so you can get to the green in 2. If you're going hard here, there's a tree on the right-hand side that can prevent a good second shot or a line to the green. 2 well-struck shots required to get to this green, and even then, your par's not secure. This one looks to be on a pretty good line. Oh, these are big momentum putts. Let's make this one from 9 feet.
Not a bad line, this. That putt went a bit long there.
And this putt coming up for his par. This looks good. Now, nice to make a mid-range par putt. Trailing by 4 strokes. The finishing hole on the front 9 at TPC Scottsdale was a par 4 measuring 453 yards from the back tees. There's plenty of room off the tee to the left just so you can avoid that bunker on the right. There's a bunker short of the green here that needs to be avoided, a short little pot bunker. But 2 solid shots here will allow a chance for a birdie.
We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
Xander Schauffele setting up his next shot.
And back to the course with the live action. Henny, what's the player facing here?
The wind is at their back on this one.
Going with the pitching wedge here. This is a ball striking clinic. Yet another green and reg here.
It's amazing to see how good this player is in full flow.
Just 6 feet between he and the hole.
Now, with any luck, they can hold this and manage to leave Xander Schauffele behind. Get some momentum here.
Putting for a par here.
And as they leave that hole, Rich, you'd imagine a little bit frustrated after such a great shot in. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. The 10th at TPC Scottsdale is a short par 4, measuring just 428 yards from the tips. There's a huge bunker down the right side of this fairway, which suggests maybe less than driver is necessary off the tee. What you want to do is set up for a good angle of approach, though. There's a couple of pot bunkers to the short right of this green and a big one to the front left to be avoided.
Oh, just absolutely abused the golf ball there with that shot.
That's a heavy lie this player has drawn.
Yes, this is like a big bowl of spinach salad. It's just gnarly in there.
Looks to be going with a hybrid here.
What a shot from the rough. This is gorgeous.
And that was a bit of a misfire.
Now from that lie, missing the green was always an option.
How close was that to going down? Well, a lovely opportunity to save par here. That was a gallant attempt. And that puddle drop. Well done.
Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
He's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. And after that effort, let's take a look at how it stands.
And it's New Zealand's Lydia Ko who leads here as we head to the next.
The 11th is a par 4 playing 472 yards and a huge water hazard down the left-hand side. The best line is a drive as close to that water without taking it on. Anything that leaves about 150 to 170 yards in will give you a chance to set up birdie.
Playing from around 190 yards out. Going with the 5-iron here.
Wow, was that any good?
You know what? That deserves a golf clap.
And with that putt, he's bounced back immediately from his previous drop shot. And with that now, back to level par.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Opting for the hybrid, I think.
Yeah, that'll work. That's fine.
What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
Just got to use the touch of a feather. Barely has to blow on it. This is just downhill.
Oh, that's frustrating. That's not your best effort. Getting ready to play their third. Gee, that'll keep the momentum rolling, Rich. Oh, and up he goes, marching to the top of the leaderboard. And it's worth taking another look at that one.
Yeah, Seve would be envious of this one. What a chip in.
We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
He's currently one stroke better than his rival and playing partner today.
Well, that's certainly a step in the right direction. Keep it going. The 13th is one of the good scoring holes in the closing 9 at TPC Scottsdale. It's a par 5 measuring 558 yards. Job 1 is to avoid that huge water hazard to the right or the tree on the left-hand side that juts out into the fairway. If you're clear, you'll have a chance to knock it up near towards the green or just laying it back to a comfortable yardage of around 100, 125 yards. A chance for a birdie here to really ignite your charge. Yeah, this is the stuff we love, getting after this par 5 in 2.
I tell you what a sensational play. This player stepped up their game, a bold play, hopefully a bold reward.
The old hammer hands putt. A chance to get one under the card with this putt. Just didn't drop. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me. Oh, just missed. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole. And that's for a bogey. Sitting at 1 over for the day. The 14th is a strong par 4, almost measuring 500 yards from the back tees. The bunker that sits in the fairway should be covered. Anything around 190 to 200 yards out will give you a green light to go for this flag, although a 4 here never hurts.
This one looks to be headed towards the fairway.
And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Setting up here from about 170 yards.
Going with the 7. Yeah, that was a safe play.
Let's go to our man John on the ground. There's something brewing down there. Let's find out what it is.
Well, I'm over on the 16th hole. This is Tony Finau's next shot.
Okay, let's get back to the action. Good chance to move to even par if they can make this putt. It was on a good line. He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it.
These are on rails, looking good.
Solid par putt, that.
Lydia Ko is currently in the lead as we head to the next tee.
The 15th is a very important hole, the par 5, 553 yards from the back tees. Either makes or breaks around here at TPC Scottsdale. That huge penalty area to the left is to be avoided if you're to make a decent score. A good drive will allow you to go for this island green in 2. Although if you're too far back, no point taking it on as there's water everywhere to collect your ball. Laying up to the 115, 20-yard marker will give you just an easy wedge here and a chance to still make your birdie. There have been a lot of players that have come out and people are quick to label them as prodigious talents and what they can do, but it's true about Lydia Ko that she is one of the game's prodigies.
Luke, when you say prodigy, I think Lydia...
And he's holed it. What a shot.
Check this out. Pulling it out from the fairway. That away. Great shot.
What an amazing shot. Let's take another look at that one.
Yeah, this was a gift. Wasn't expecting this.
Trailing by 5 shots after that hole. Welcome to the jungle, or as they call it here at TPC Scottsdale, the stadium hole par 3 16th. It's just a short club, but you miss the green and a chorus of boos will ring out. Going with the 9-iron, I think. This is a good time to get hot with the tournament on the line. Handy effort, that one. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Careful not to leave this one short. It's back uphill and nothing worse than leaving an uphill putt short.
Ooh, right by the hole.
Just a short putt remaining here. Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Here's Xander Schauffele.
Got it! And there it goes from the sand. And now we can take a look at how that play affects the leaderboard. Our current leader is up by 3 shots. The penultimate hole at TPC Scottsdale is an absolute beauty. Do you go for it or lay up? A drive here that's just slightly pulled will find the hazard to the left. But if you're short right, a chance to get up and down for your birdie and really push for the title. Wonderfully played.
We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Wow, that almost went in the hole. Let's return to live play now. Let's move one step closer to the lead here. This putt for a share of 4th. Ooh. Almost snatched the eagle there. That would have been huge.
And they'll tap this in for birdie.
And now at 3 under overall. the finishing hole at TPC Scottsdale requires a great drive. The big water hazard down the left-hand side and the Church Pew bunkers make it a very difficult drive. Anything out to those bunkers on the right will leave a good angle approach. But once you hit this shot, make sure you get the right area on the green if you're to make your birdie. Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge.
Club up. I like this play.
Yes, anytime you can find the green and have a putt, you'll take it. And this putt for a final score of 67. Ouch, that hurts. This putt of about 7 feet to the hole. That's half a chance of being holed, this one. That was a gallant attempt. And this putt for a final score of 69. And that will conclude his tournament to date.
And Henny, in the end, there's no win for this player in the event, but they did set a goal and accomplish it by performing better than the great Xander Schauffele. That's a stunning result.
Absolutely stunning. Yes, Luke, this player now seems a bit prophetic. They challenged Xander Schauffele leading up to this event and beat him. These smaller successes are definitely going to build up to something spectacular, and I think it's just a matter of time at this point. We're looking at greatness here.
Well, on behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.